episode of Planet Bollywood. मैं हूं सागरिका छेत्री and I bring you the latest from the world of Bollywood, social media and entertainment. So without further ado, let's quickly check out the headlines of the day. करण जौहर सलमान खान को करेंगे एक रियलिटी शो के प्रोड्यूसर के तौर पर रिप्लेस. रणबीर कपूर स्टारर ब्रह्मास्त्र अब जून 2021 में होगी रिलीज. सुशांत के फैंस ने किया रिया चक्रवर्ती को स्लैम फॉर नॉट टेकिंग पार्ट इन डिजिटल प्रोटेस्ट. प्रियंका चोपड़ा ने अपनी 20 इयर्स की मेमोरी एक खास वीडियो में की शेयर. Javed Akhtar and his children Farhan and Zoya Akhtar are all set to appear in an interview together for the first time. But even before the entire interview goes on air, Kangna's team shared a post on social media जिसे देख के लगता है that another war of words is now inevitable. Kangna Ranaut has declared a war on Bollywood and anyone with family connections in the industry. Kangna's social media team has now responded to a promotional video clip of the Akhtars, Javed, Farhan and Zoya, who had a virtual interview with a news channel where they spoke about nepotism. Kangna's team has now alleged again that Javed Saab threatened and bullied Kangna at his home and demanded to know why she was treated that way. Kangna, who's been in a confrontational mood attacking multiple members from the film industry and even journalists who she claims drove Sushant to take the drastic step that he did. Karan Johar, Mahesh Bhatt and his daughters Alia and Pooja, Anurag Kashyap, film critic Rajiv Masand and even Sushant's last co-star Sanjana Sanghi, Kangna's unending vitriolic has spared virtually no one, whether it's those or outsiders like Taapsee Pannu and Swara Bhaskar. After attacking the film Gully Boy multiple times and calling it a mediocre film and even criticizing the fact that Alia won awards for her role, Kangna had accused lyricist and writer Javed Akhtar in an interview of bullying and threatening her after her fallout with Hrithik Roshan. Now she has attacked all three Akhtars again after a promotional video was released by a news channel which will air an interview with Javed Saab, Zoya and Farhan Akhtar this weekend. In the clip released, the three are discussing nepotism and comment as follows. Javed Akhtar says that nepotism exists in every sphere of the world. If I have money, I am putting money on my son. This is nepotism. Then every industry there is nepotism, he said. Farhan added, if you are very talented, your talent will find a way to the surface. That is bound to happen. Zoya said, if I am a barber and I have a barber shop, am I going to leave it to my son or am I going to leave it to the best barber in the city? And that's the bottom line. Kangna's team shared the video clip on their social media handle and wrote, Dear Akhtars, Kangna Ranaut, daughter of Amardeep Ranaut from Manali, ever asked you for work or favor? Give everything you have to your children. Have you heard of live and let live? Why bully someone's daughter when you love your own so much? Why did you call her to your house and threaten her? Please answer this. ये पहली बार नहीं है जब कंगना ने जावेद साहब पर उन्हें डराने धमकाने का इल्जाम लगाया है. She has said earlier in an interview, once Javed Akhtar called me to his house and told me that Rakesh Roshan and his family are very big people. If you don't apologize to them, you will have nowhere to go. They will put you in jail and eventually the only path would be that of destruction. You will commit suicide. These were his words. Why did he think if I don't apologize to Hrithik Roshan, I would have to commit suicide? He shouted and yelled at me. I was shaking in his house. She also repeated this allegation in a recent interview and claimed she had a witness who could support her allegation. In addition, Kangna has been very critical of Zoya's hugely successful film, which she claims was overhyped and ordinary, as was Alia's performance in it. She had even shared a post recently claiming that Chichore, which had Sushant Singh Rajput in it, had actually done better business than Gully Boy. We don't know the content of the entire interview, but with Kangna's team attacking the actors even before watching the entire interview, it seems like the social media war raging in Bollywood will only get nastier and more complicated now. कंगना के निशाने पर अब है संजना. After attacking her colleagues and the directors and producers she has worked with, Kangna has now accused young Sanjana Sanghi of not standing up for Sushant Singh Rajput when he was accused of misbehaving with her in blind pieces and news articles that Kangna's team claim were falsely planted to defame the actor.
कितने अच्छे से पीछे से जाके वार करते हैं, सामने तो कुछ नहीं कहते, सामने गले लगाते हैं, आपको किस करते हैं और पीछे से जाके आपके लिए प्लॉटिंग प्लानिंग करते हैं.
There is no stopping Kangna, who's on an Insaf ka rampage on social media, accusing her colleagues in the industry for staying quiet and supporting the status quo. After attacking Karan Johar, Mahesh Bhatt, and actors like Taapsee Pannu and Swara Bhaskar, Kangna and her team have now turned their attack to Sanjana Sanghi, who's a newcomer and a co-star to Sushant in the film Dil Bechara, releasing today. Sushant was accused during the Me Too movement for misbehaving with Sanjana. And Kangna and her team now feel that the young actor didn't respond to the article soon enough and did not back Sushant at the right time.
At the time, it wasn't late. There's nobody is an authority to decide on what's late and what's not.
Sharing an old news article on social media, Kangna's team wrote a stinging post on social media which said, "Many blinds claimed that Sushant raped Sanjana. Such news about her harassment were common in those days. Why Sanjana took her own sweet time to clarify? Why she never spoke so passionately about her friendship with him when he was alive? Mumbai police can investigate."
आई थिंक कुछ लोग हैं जो ऑब्वियसली हेड़ा बन के पेड़ा खाते हैं.
According to multiple articles that were published then, Sushant was accused of being extra friendly towards his co-star Sanjana Sanghi. The director of the film, Mukesh Chhabra, was also accused by multiple women of harassment, bringing his role as director to a halt till the accusations were investigated. As per the article shared by Kangna's team, Sushant was trying to be extra friendly towards newbie Sanjana Sanghi. On one occasion, she seemed to have got uncomfortable and apparently brought it to the notice of her parents, who reportedly told her to return to the set only if she felt she should. One hears that as of now, shooting has come to a standstill. Sanjana had clarified almost 2 years ago on social media that no such incident had taken place and had issued a statement saying she had made no accusations against Sushant.
We shouldn't disregard the Me Too movement by calling this Me Too, because Me Too is when there's an issue. When two people are trying to say there is no issue, that's not called the Me Too movement, that's called rumor mongering.
Sushant too had shared screenshots of all their conversations on his profile and expressed his disappointment as being accused falsely. The late actor had written in now unavailable social media posts, "The last thing worth doing is to defend yourself of the fiction created by an agenda. People using this much required campaign for their personal agenda is too much to ignore." So here is the text conversation with Sanjana till the time I shot for the film. "I let you decide. I feel sad to reveal personal information, but it seems that there is no other way to state what was. In the midst of this curated and well-timed smear campaign, from the first till the last day of the shoot, this is what happened on the set with Sanjana." Many people have responded to Kangna's post and said that the attack on Sanjana is not justified, given that she had clarified the truth and refuted the accusations against Sushant almost 2 years ago.
So I don't see it as the Me Too movement. I see it as me apparently getting late in giving a clarification for rumors. But I did it still because it was important for us. I only really, it's about what was important for Sushant and me, and that's what was important, and I did that, you know.
Questioning someone who has also been deeply affected by Sushant's demise and will always carry the grief of being his last co-star should not ideally be harassed in this manner. कहीं इंसाफ की तलाश करते करते कंगना खुद ही नाइंसाफी ना कर दे.
What is the date?
Okay. I do have a date in mind.
This Brahmastra has taken a long time to find its target, but it looks like Ayan Mukherjee is all set to shoot the film into a tight schedule now, hoping to complete it as early as possible.
कुछ शक्तियाँ हैं, कुछ एनर्जीज हैं वैदिक इंडिया से जो अब तक इंडिया में हैं और अब तक हमें मतलब हमारे इतिहास से जुड़े हुए रखती है. तो बस इसलिए फिल्म का नाम
Brahmastra, which stars Alia Bhatt, Ranbir Kapoor, Amitabh Bachchan and Moni Roy, also has SRK in a cameo appearance. The pandemic and the extended lockdown have caused shooting schedules to go haywire, and Brahmastra, the epic fantasy film, is facing the same issue. But now Ranbir, Alia, Moni Roy and Mr. Bachchan may have a grueling schedule coming up to make sure that they complete the film by the end of the year.
Obviously 2020.
Okay,
4 December
2020. 4 दिसंबर सन 2020.
सलाम लॉक कर दो
मेरी लाइन मेरी बता रहा है लॉक करने जा रहा हूँ ट्वीट कर दो.
Yes, I think so.
The movie has been under production for a long time now, and the lockdown only delayed things further. But now we hear director Ayan Mukherjee has planned a packed 26-day schedule to wrap filming for the first installment of this ambitious fantasy drama film trilogy.
ब्रह्मास्त्र टाइप की फिल्म अब तक तो मैंने नहीं देखी है हमारी इंडस्ट्री में. बहुत ही नई फिल्म है, बहुत ही ब्रेव फिल्म है, और अगर हम इसे एज अ इंडस्ट्री एज अ कंट्री आगे बढ़ाए तो हमें एक ग्लोबल पेडेस्टल पे भी डाल सकता है. और मेरा ये मानना है हमको साथ में लेके इस फिल्म को आगे पुश करना है.
Reports say that come October, the Brahmastra cast and crew may be working 2 shifts of 5 hours each day to make sure the movie is finally completed after multiple delays. Ayan has reportedly decided to complete filming in Film City and is planning to have 2 sets built and include a chroma scene so the scenes which need VFX can also be completed simultaneously.
एक्चुअली हमारी फिल्म में जिस तरह से हमने ये सब शक्तियाँ दिखाई है उसको मतलब पर्दे पे लाने के लिए बहुत विजुअल इफेक्ट्स हमारी फिल्म में इस्तेमाल करेंगे हम. फिल्म एक्चुअली बहुत है.
Ranbir, who is playing the male lead in the movie, will need all the real and real-life superpowers to keep up with this intensive schedule, as will his co-stars who will be put through the ringer in the final few weeks of filming. A source says, if the crisis is relatively under control and things go as planned, the film will go back on floors in October. Ayan has broken down the shoot into 2 shifts, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., followed by another from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. There will be 2 separate minimal crew for the stints, with each unit adhering to on-set safety guidelines. Since producer Karan Johar is eyeing a June 2021 release, Ayan wants to wrap up the shoot latest by December. एक complication ये भी है that the current rules disallow artists over the age of 65 from working on a set, which means that Mr. Bachchan will be kept away from shooting his scenes. But the makers are hoping that as the situation improves, ये rule भी relax हो जाएगा and the veteran actor can finish his scenes in a safe environment after he recovers fully. As per some sources, Ranbir has completed shooting his scenes with a WWE wrestler before the lockdown, and now has important scenes with Amit Ji, Alia and Moni, and apparently has a song to film as well.
लेकिन हम यहाँ पे गाना शूट कर रहे हैं, एक बड़ा एक्शन सीक्वेंस है. आई होप कि हम अच्छी तरह प्रेजेंट करें.
Here's hoping Brahmastra, which is an expensive labor of love for both Ayan and Dharma Productions, finally complete hogi and will hopefully be ready for release by the time theatres open.
Oh my God, an after story! Oh, we're releasing a 40th film!
ब्रह्मास्त्र पे काम करते हुए आलिया एंड रणबीर को क्यूपिड के एरोस तो लग गए. अब बस ब्रह्मास्त्र भी बॉक्स ऑफिस के बुल्स आई पे लग जाए तो बात बन जाए. Salman Khan and Karan Johar may clash very soon. Not off screen and not because of their film releases, but thanks to 2 reality shows, Bigg Boss and Nach Baliye. Salman Khan and Karan Johar are amongst the very few celebrities who understood the power of small screen long before their contemporaries. They have been hosting TV shows for over a decade now and are immensely popular with TV audiences for the humor and drama they bring in. अब खबर ये है that with Salman Khan back as a host for Big Boss and Karan Johar allegedly producing a dance reality show Nach Baliye, the two are poised for a small screen face-off. Both these formats have been extremely successful earlier and it looks like Karan और सलमान इसमें चार चांद लगाने और एंटरटेनमेंट बिजनेस में अपना फुटप्रिंट बढ़ाने के लिए रेडी है। Nach Baliye is a dance-based reality show where real-life couples compete for the big prize. The format has been very popular on television with plenty of romance and drama thrown in along with some fabulous dance moves. We now hear that Karan Johar जो फिल्म्स और OTT शोज को प्रोड्यूस और डायरेक्ट कर चुके हैं, अब टेलीविजन में अपने शुभ कदमों से एंट्री लेंगे as he turned producer for the 10th season of Nach Baliye. Karan, who has been a very successful host on television in the past, is now hoping to find equal success as a producer and potentially expand the scope of his production house further. Sources say that the 10th season of Nach Baliye is supposed to be telecast in September to tackle the popularity of Big Boss season 14, which is rumored to go on air then. Salman Khan, who is the face of this dramatic reality show where tempers often run high and fights get hysterical, is allegedly ready to start filming for the show after spending months in lockdown. Interesting बात ये है कि सलमान has a connection with Nach Baliye as well. In fact, he had produced the 9th season of the show where former and current couples reunited on stage to perform. He also hosted Big Boss, which has almost become synonymous with him and his trademark style. With theaters still closed and films delayed, क्या सलमान और करण अब क्लैश करेंगे स्मॉल स्क्रीन पर with their respective reality shows? क्या 100 crores के क्लैश अब बन जाएंगे TRP wars between the two? Well, ये तो वक्त ही बताएगा, as formal announcements are still to be made. But the idea of a double clash between these two Maharathis will be something to watch out for. Priyanka Chopra, who is currently in lockdown with her husband Nick Jonas, had announced a few days ago that as a thank you to her loyal fans and to celebrate the milestone of completing 20 years in the entertainment industry, वो ये स्पेशल लम्हे सबके साथ शेयर करना चाहती है। प्रियंका चोपड़ा चल पड़ी है अपने throwback सफर पर and shared her first video in her new flashback series where she plans to post 20 special moments from her 20 years in the entertainment industry. Priyanka journeys all the way back to the year 2000 where it all began with the Miss India pageant where she was the first runner-up, a victory that took her to the Miss World pageant, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Hi everyone, so to celebrate my 20 years in the entertainment business, I've decided to choose 20 of the most monumental moments in my life in these 20 years. How I did that? I don't know. I probably missed many of them along the way, but let's just start with 20. I would love for you to join me.
Starting this nostalgic journey, Priyanka shared pictures and videos of herself from the Miss India pageant where she participated while she was still a school student. She captioned her post, "Alright guys, we're doing this. I'm watching footage from my Miss India pageant in 2000. This is where it all began. If you've never seen these before, you are in quite for a treat. Hashtag 20 in 2020.
20 years in the entertainment business, you guys, and it all started with the Feminine Miss India pageant in 2000.
The video has Priyanka sharing some behind-the-scenes stories from the pageant, including how her hairstyle was changed to accommodate a possible crown. Video mein Priyanka is seemingly watching clips and pictures along with us, and often the star paused to have a good laugh at herself and how different things were back then. Joking about her costumes, a crown of thorns on her head, which is some sort of a decorative headdress, and hilariously copying her beauty queen moves on stage, Priyanka seems to be in a light-hearted but celebratory mood. लेकिन like the most of us who pause to wonder why we were dressed the way we were back in the day, प्रियंका भी अपने 16-year-old self को देख के कहती है, these pictures are hard to look at. But soon enough she is back to joking again and says, I don't even know how to do this pose. She also spends some time on the answer that clinched the crown and recalls the question and her response to it. Priyanka repeats the question, if you were God in the Garden of Eden, who would you punish for the eternal sin? Adam, Eve, or Satan? To which she had replied, I would punish Satan the serpent, because I believe that evil is instigated, not created. Eve thought Satan was right. She believed him. Let us get a moral from this, to decipher between good and bad without being biased. Well done, Priyanka, and we can't wait to see more such memories. Planet Bollywood में लेते हैं एक छोटा सा break, but stay tuned because I'll be back in a short while. In an unfortunate example of people supporting the bullied turning into bullies themselves, Rhea Chakraborty, Sushant's former girlfriend, has been trolled again by those claiming to seek justice for the actor. In the aftermath of Sushant's demise over a month ago, many celebrities including Rhea were trolled incessantly by those claiming to be Sushant's supporters. Rhea Chakraborty was trolled once again by netizens for not being a part of the digital protest held for Sushant Singh Rajput, where actors like Kangana Ranaut and Sushant's former girlfriend Ankita Lokhande shared pictures of lit candles demanding justice for Sushant. No other major celebrity shared pictures or was a part of this protest. And looks like netizens have decided rather unfairly to attack Rhea repeatedly in the aftermath of Sushant's demise. Rhea has been accused of abandoning the actor and not doing enough to save him or prevent him from taking the drastic step that he did. She is now pursuing legal action against those who sent her threatening and abusive messages. But that did not prevent netizens from targeting Rhea again, questioning why she did not participate in the virtual candlelight protest that was held for the actor across social media platforms. Kangana Ranaut, Ankita Lokhande, Shekhar Suman were amongst the few celebrities who joined the online protest to seek justice for the actor they allege was driven to take the drastic step. The hashtag Candle for SSR was trending on social media, with thousands of social media users sharing posts and pictures of a candle or lamp that signified the solidarity with the demands of justice for the late actor. However, Rhea, who has requested a CBI inquiry into the case, did share a picture of a candle, and this didn't go down well with netizens who started attacking her again. A user wrote, "She was nothing without Sushant Singh Rajput. No one knew her even. Her only identity was SSR's girlfriend. Her all Insta pictures and backgrounds are Sushant's bungalow and apartment. But when time comes, she deleted all pictures of Sushant Singh Rajput from her Insta before 14 June. What type of behavior is this? Hashtag Candle for Sushant Singh Rajput." It's important to mention here that while many B-Town celebs shared the poster of Sushant's film, which premiered online today, and asked everyone to watch it as a tribute to the actor, apart from Kangana and Ankita, no other Bollywood celeb joined this digital protest. Perhaps they don't want to interfere in a case that's under investigation, or they don't need to publicly share the grief they may be feeling. Either way, the online protest was a purely optional exercise, और किसी को support दिखाने के लिए किसी और को hurt करना seems completely unfair to us. अफसोस, अक्सर हम भी वही बन जाते हैं जिसका हम विरोध करते हैं. And it looks like the same thing is happening in Sushant's case as well. Well, that brings us to the end of our episode on Planet Bollywood. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, go check out our Zoom Facebook page. क्योंकि दिन हो या रात, that page will be updated with the latest from Bollywood. For now, this is me, Sagarika Chetri, signing off. You guys have a great weekend and stay home, stay safe.